From journalist to first lieutenant, Burton J. Smith was a true American soldier in World War II. He was born on January 11, 1916. His dream job was to become a teacher. He studied at the University of Michigan and became a science teacher at a public school, but he found a new love for journalism. In 1936, BJ joined the National Amateur Press Association and started publishing the first issue of the literary newsletter, and Williametta Turnepseed helped him out. Through printing, BJ and Williametta fell in love and planned to get married in May 1942. World War II lasted 7 years, and once the war started, BJ decided to enlist into the Air Force in January 1942. That action put a hold on the wedding that was planned for that upcoming May. Burton was not called for duty until that following January, but he left his dearest Williametta behind. As months progressed, BJ got his silver wings. He was deported to overseas and became second lieutenant. June 1944, Burton was promoted to become first lieutenant. He was very devoted to his country and the duties that he had to do. Sadly, on September 1st, 1944, Burton died in a plane crash. He was buried in Cambridge Military Cemetery, which is located in the United Kingdom, and was awarded the Purple Heart for his efforts putting forth through the war. The letter he wrote was not on a normal sheet of paper. On the top it stated, "Literary Newsletter," which is what Burton and Williametta published together at home. He used that paper to write to her, signifying what brought them together. In the letter he calls Williametta dearest. He never calls her by her first name. It was dated in January, so you could say that this letter was one of the first letters that he's ever written to her. It was very short, precise, and informative, yet it was 3 pages long. This letter is mostly driven by pathos. He shows a lot of emotion throughout his letter by saying that he is satisfied where he is living at the war. At one part, Burton states, "Your man is a mighty specimen." You could say that Burton was bragging to his dearest of how strong he is. He is trying to show off his masculine qualities by being such a handy man. When being in the war, you have to be tough. He is showing how he fits great for the job. He does this another time when he's closing his letter to her. He states, "Love, your BJ, both a statement from me and an order to you." What is in parentheses comes off as a strong tone. He's ordering her to love him. It seems to be demanding, just like a duty in the war. All his letters were written to his dearest, showing about how much he cares for her. Burton lived a very exciting life. Sadly, it was put to an end, but you could tell that he was a true American role model. Throughout his letters, you can step into his shoes and imagine what he was living like throughout the war.